EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Work to do now as they come up We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Bears first down. Burden, the man on the move. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
In motion comes Walker. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. First down, Chicago.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burden. And he's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's got it at the 1. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. A gain of 11 on that walk. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Now it's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one, taken in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
2nd and 10. Burden, the man on the move. Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll swing this one out to home. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Agunze.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion comes Walker. On second down, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Derek Harmon in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Headed left, buying time. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Shamar Turner, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. play fake. Now Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burden, the man on the move. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Chicago.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Play action, he'll set up to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Shamar Turner. He gets in to record his second sack of the game, number 4 on the season. And that is Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Hall.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Third and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the 1st half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the 2nd to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. To the right side. Caught by Burton. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
On the give, it's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
He'll go again with Hall. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
York's kick is good. And the Bears will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 2. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Odafe Owe getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Back to throw. Forced out left. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
In motion comes Walker. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
They'll put Loveland in motion. The handoff. Here comes Hall. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. And this would set the new standard, a 67-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. DK Metcalf, touchdown Steelers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
They're trying to pin him deep. He'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Judkins now as we begin the 4th quarter. He's inside the 35. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
York now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears will cut the deficit down to 4. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Wow! And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Johnson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he will get into the end zone. Throw, Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. We'll begin with a zone read, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Now a toss left side for Johnson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Throwing now on third and long. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to even the score late. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll take off again. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And that is incomplete.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. And now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. He stopped the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. And they'll get the timeout called here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.